ladies and gentlemen, to the world's most watched professional wrestling news program, The Pro Wrestling Report. Damian Nelson sitting alongside Frank Cosentino. This is the international phenomenon known as The Pro Wrestling Report. It is the daily edition for Tuesday, January 9th, 2007, and it is your emails again. Yesterday, Frank, we had a great deal of emails, some very intriguing emails from our viewers worldwide.
Yes.
Today, we bring it again.
From across the pond and all over the world, let's get right to it. This is from Crash Computers. Love the name.
Speaking of which, when you send these emails in, those with names and from places listed will go to the higher part of the list. So we do want to know who you are and where you're from. It helps us with our marketing efforts.
Yes. What shock signings could you expect to see in 2007 for TNA?
I think the given is RVD. I predict, CNN is ready to project that RVD will appear in TNA in 2007.
All right.
It's official.
It'll
It'll be on the wires later.
You're confident.
Confident, feeling secure, raising my arm because I'm sure.
That's not right, guys. Adam Susan.
Anything else would be less than civilized.
Adam Susan in Long Island, New York writes, this is for Meathead. I disagree what you said about LAX versus Styles and Daniels. Styles and Daniels were just as important to the feud, specifically Styles. I think Styles was a perfect foil for LAX. His stereotypical golden white boy that has received numerous titles in TNA, he symbolizes everything LAX is fighting against.
Oh, that is so true and so well written.
El Calavera. The Honor Show was great. What about a category for heel face turn of the year? Ooh. I know it's too late for 06, but what would be your pick?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Heel face turn of the year.
Heel to face, I guess is specifically what he's looking for. I'd have to...
Triple H, I guess? When did he turn?
H
Early
did do
2006?
It was mid-year, yeah. Yeah, that was good, Frank. I couldn't come up with one. Thanks for covering.
That's right. Hello, guys.
Hi.
Michael Lager writes, still loving the show. I thought I'd drop my 2 cents on the topic you brought up. Someone mentioned about how much longer WWECW will last.
WWE.
I give it until the next time ECW broadcasts from the Hammerstein Ballroom in New York. I dare say that the way the last show they had there went, Batista Big Show, and with the obvious downward spiral ECW has taken ever since then, that the die-hard true ECW fans that will either not buy tickets at all or chant obscenities, this show sucks, so on and so forth. Your point, I guess, is...
it's a dying brand.
It's a dying brand.
Unfortunately.
You say, we always mock it, distinctly different programs.
Oh, it's distinctly
and
different.
Now this is really distinctly, it's distinctly bad.
For that, there is no doubt. December to Dismember was the first shovel in the ground, and each week they're digging that hole deeper, in my opinion, which I feel I'm entitled to.
Prince Gitta.
Prince Ayakea?
No. Hey, I just want to say I love the show. I found it a few nights ago on Google YouTube, but it's very interesting. Keep the good work. Just want to mention something I know on the show. You guys were talking about the best WrestleMania match being Cena versus Hogan or Rock versus Orton. I think different.
Who said that?
I believe so far the WrestleMania matches stink. Who cares about Hogan versus Big Show? It's so predictable. Hogan obviously would win, and Big Show just sucks.
Food down at buffets. Remember, as we said yesterday, Frank, wrestlers don't.
They might not be very good wrestlers.
Let's make one thing perfectly clear, which is something we did a couple of weeks ago in this program. Nobody knows what the WrestleMania matches are going to be until the WrestleMania matches are announced. No. We merely speculated and addressed internet speculation as to what matches may be happening. Quite frankly, it could go any way WWE wants it to go, and nobody knows but them at this point what those matches are going to be. I think some of the rumored matches are very likely to happen, but we won't know until they're official. So before knocking us for picking the best of the rumored matches, let's see what the real matches are and all come together and see what each match rates
We're
at.
not insiders, we're fans.
I've been to Titan Tower, though.
Yeah.
I have.
You've been inside.
I've been to Titan Tower. I did not use. I used the McMahon's restroom. It was red. I did not. Carry on.
Kevin
Federline?
from the European continent, from Belgium, to be more precise.
This could be our first email from Belgium.
Past year, the most exciting thing on WWE has been the tag team of Kendrick and London, who have really stepped up to the plate. They are, in my opinion, the greatest tag team in recent memory, and they've done something innovating things to tag team wrestling. They remind me of the Rockers in more than one way. Question, what do you think the future looks like for these guys? And if there's anything like the new Rockers, which one do you think will be the new HBK? Paul London, maybe?
This is Spanky's second run in WWE. I think teaming up with London solved a problem for both of them, which was neither of them could get over. They have phenomenal wrestling skills. They proved it in the ladder match at Armageddon, and that should not be the match that defines their career, but it looks like it might be up to this point. I don't know. I just can't. Paul London, there's something about him I just can't get into. Brian Kendricks, I still look at him as Spanky. That team, I think they're almost like Techno Team 2000 when they come out, they're running and jumping around the ring. It doesn't do anything for me. So,
Neil from across the pond in Glasgow, Scotland. Royal
Welcome,
Rumble
Neil.
is coming up in a few weeks, and it's my favorite pay-per-view of the year. I would really like to see Randy Orton win, as I think he is one of the best wrestlers that WWE have.
WWE.
If Orton doesn't win, I think that Mr. Kennedy might win the Royal Rumble. I was wondering, do you guys think who will win the Royal Rumble?
Royal Rumble winner gets a shot at the championship at WrestleMania.
And it could be on the SmackDown Championship or Raw, correct?
It could be anything, yes.
But
think
you
that,
throw in the ECW into that.
Yeah, there will not be an ECW winner of the Royal Rumble.
Right.
Okay, unless there will not be an ECW winner of the Royal Rumble. I think Mr. Kennedy is a fine option to win the Rumble. He's a growing star on SmackDown.
That's right. Michael in New Jersey. Do you think DX will add a member in the near future?
No.
And who would it be?
No. Why? Why would they? Who?
There's no need for it.
Kenny?
And could fit.
He could be their little whipping boy.
The
There could be some
DXP
comedic
team.
sketches there, yeah. we're not going to wrestle this match. We're going to send in, what's his name? Kenny!
Go on there and beat somebody up. Brandon Gazawi from Glendora, California. What do you think about?
Good job on that. It's a lot of Glens and Guz and Callies.
What do you think about the way WWE is taking some shots at Kurt Angle? HBK did on Raw.
Allegedly. I don't know that he did, and there's also
know if
this
he did either.
reports indicate that Kurt Angle was compared to, I believe, was the Ultimate Warrior and Randy Savage for making bad decisions or something like that. Folks, they do what they got to do to make themselves feel better, and of course, people's pride was impacted by Kurt Angle's leaving, and the only people that know for sure if it was a shot at Kurt Angle are those who made the shot, since it was cryptic at best.
Keep going.
Let's roll him.
Jason from Long
Nano.
Island. I hate to jump ahead to April already, but I'm hearing rumors about WrestleMania will feature Batista and his title going up against the Undertaker in his undefeated streak. We talked about that earlier. It could very well happen, but I just don't think Undertaker will lose at WrestleMania.
But he could carry Batista in a solid match at WrestleMania, and Batista needs to be carried at this point, in my opinion.
This is a very long email, and I'll try to just get a part of it.
It's a good way to end the day on Tuesday.
Dave from Sydney, Australia.
Oh, of course, Dave. We've got to give him. You can write as long email as you want because it's from down under, like the Men at Work.
Yes, and In Excess.
Didn't they do Come On Irene? I'm sorry, Come On Eileen.
No, that's
Come On
Texas
Irene.
Midnight Runners. I don't know. If
Wasn't that a video too?
It was. Well, they made a video.
Well, I mean, you can go to the store and get that video.
Come On Irene.
You're so crystal pure. Go ahead, Frank. You were reading. You were saying. Thanks, folks. I'll be here all week.
You
Try
can
to be.
find it maybe at your local video store, depending on which
Cocktails
one.
are
You won't find it
available
at
at the bars.
Blockbuster because that's a family entertainment there. All right.
Family video.
Maybe family. No. Why would they have that at
They have a
family
back room
video?
there. Long time ago, I had a job
Although
interview,
they
family
could
interview,
have-
and the interview was in the adult section.
Hey, around Independence Day, fine, yank my doodle, it's a dandy.
Frank, you just crossed the line. Now, see, I was innuendoing.
That's a great movie.
Sydney.
Dave.
Not from Melrose Place either.
No.
Speaking of
I have a prediction for WWE
double E.
NYR, which would be New
Dude.
Year's.
That has happened already.
I wanted to share with you. Well, I'm going to tell him. No.
Go right ahead, Frank. Your segment.
In the DX match versus Rated RKO, I believe Ric Flair will be involved and actually turn on DX to cost them the match and turn heel. The WWE have been building Ric Flair involvement in this angle due to the beatdowns from Rated RKO, and I think it's the best way to go to gain more heat for Edge and Orton. Flair could blame DX for not saving him in the beatdowns he received, and also some beef with Triple H for their battles in the past few years. What do you think of the idea? Do you think it will happen?
It happened already.
It already happened, and it could have.
We're taping this just before the pay-per-view on, not unknown at this time. I don't know when they're going to get it in Sydney, even. Australia.
Yes.
I don't mean get it in Sydney. It
18
is
hours.
so time to end this program. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you, Frank. We're going to give you time to take a cold shower. We'll be back tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, with another edition of PWR Daily. Be sure to check out the Pro Wrestling Report weekly show and the 2006 Pro Wrestling Report honors, which are still available on all of our web channels and PWRshow.com. And if you haven't done so already, make sure you send us your email to be included on this very program to mail@PWRshow.com. We also select one fan to be the Fan of the Week featured on the Pro Wrestling Report weekly show. Thanks for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see you next tomorrow, actually, right here on PWR Daily for Wednesday. Thanks a lot, folks. What in hell is going on over there?
They're doing a sports show.
I need to know.